Greetings, social media. This is your girl Aundria coming at you with another episode of Aundra's Hour. Now, it's not really an hour, just gonna take a couple minutes to drop a couple jewels on y'all, but Aundra's minutes didn't sound as catchy, so here we are today. Now, for those of you who don't know, within the last year, I actually got married. And my husband decided to get us pregnant, and I was swole out here, and now we have a whole baby. So I've just been taking some time away from social media just to bask in this new chapter of my life, all while trying to work on my relationship with Jesus. Now, we recently finished a series known as House of David, which talks about David's life, and it just inspired me to hone in on some of the struggles that he had to overcome on his way to the throne and during his reign. Now, we're actually going to kick off today's revamp of Aundra's Hour with my series, A Man After God's Own Heart. And we're going to start off today's topic with, cue my drums, please. Are you valid like salad? Now, as we know, a salad has different ingredients that just when combined in a bowl just serve as a powerful, healthy meal. Now, hold that thought. Just to give context, if we go to the scripture in our Bibles in 1 Samuel chapter 16, we start to kind of see the transition of the ruler at the time, which is King Saul. Now, shortly after disobeying a direct command from the Lord, the respected prophet at the time, Samuel, actually ends up relaying to Saul that he's actually being rejected as king. Now, this would lead the respected prophet at the time, Samuel, to eventually journey to the house of Jesse to anoint a then young King David, who would go on to actually be the future king. After arriving, Samuel's immediate assumption was that Eliab, David's older brother, was the man he was looking for based off of his appearance. Now, however, the scripture states, if we go to 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7, "But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at his physical stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord does not see as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Now, just as a brief overview, verses 8 through 12 go on to say that Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. However, none of them were selected. So Samuel then questions Jesse, asking him if in fact all of the men were here. Now, once asked, Jesse finally brings out David, who is the youngest of his brothers and a shepherd at the time. And once he brings them out, God then reveals that David is in fact the chosen king, and afterward the message is relayed. Now, it kind of just makes you wonder, what made Samuel assume that Eliab was the chosen one? And why did Jesse initially delay bringing out David? In other words, they were sleeping on that man. Just to put things in perspective, imagine having that salad, right? You got your lettuce, your croutons, your tomatoes, cucumbers, Parmesan cheese, and yet Noah can see you got a whole salad out here. And likewise, how many of us have been overlooked based off of our appearance alone? How quick are we to disqualify somebody based off of their current position or our initial assumptions about them? The truth is, not everyone is going to notice our credentials, our gifts, or our value. And in some situations, we're not even always required to prove the validity of our worth to other people. Their measurement of our worth is nowhere in comparison to what God already knows and sees inside of us. Now, if we look at the scripture, if we go to Jeremiah 1 verses 5, the first half of that verse states, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you." Think about it. This is the creator of the entire universe, who created everyone and everything in it that we're talking about here. Unlike man, he is omniscient and omnipresent. And unlike man, being that he's all-knowing, he ultimately has the power to give us the confirmation, to let us know that we are in fact fit for any and every assignment that he places in our path that's in alignment with his perfect will. Ultimately, he can give us the strength to conquer and just to, in general, direct our path so that way we can pop out in a way that is meant to glorify him and honor him. Now, this would actually go on to be the first of a few different examples in David's life and just in general that sometimes when man says no, all it takes is for God to say yes. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and edify. I pray you all continue to find your purpose. Until next time, take care.